Hello students, welcome back to the next set of videos on logical reasoning. Now, we were discussing about deductive reasoning in the previous video. Now let us watch a video on inductive reasoning. Okay, that is one more type of reasoning. So sometimes we have to validate an observation, we will be inducting we will use inductive reasoning, okay, so which employs theories and assumptions. So in deductive reasoning we will be having premises, and from the premises or the hypothesis built we will be concluding a data. But here in inductive reasoning what we do is we will be validating the observation which we have received, okay. So it's the polar opposite of deductive reasoning, that is, it is exactly opposite, okay. We are validating the observation. There we will not do any validation, we will just get the information. If the informations are relevant we will be getting into the conclusion, but here it is not the case, okay. So now it requires deducing a general rule from a specific case. You should validate the case which a conclusion has been arrived should be validated. Then only we can take the data as a valid information, because it employs conclusion from observation to make generalization. It comes out that inductive reasoning is not always certain, okay. Inductive reasonings cannot be giving a conclusion that it is a certain information, certain in the sense that is very true or not, okay. So extrapolation, forecast, okay, and part to whole arguments all benefit from inductive reasoning. That is, weather forecast we have been listened. Sometimes the government will be declaring holiday, okay, based on the forecast they have received. Sometimes that might not be true, that it won't rain at all. So the inductive reasoning might not be certain all the time, okay. That is, we have the previous information, we have this data, from that we are telling, and it has not to be true always, okay. So now, unlike deductive reasoning, inductive reasoning test are you will be getting probable conclusion based on the set of information rather than unquestionable outcomes, okay. So that is the difference between deductive and inductive reasoning, okay. This is most done through the use of shapes, patterns, sequences and diagrams. That is, you are supposed to draw diagrams, and the diagrams will be supporting the diagram which you have drawn, but not on the information that you have received. Now you need to quickly identify the relationship, okay, and the rules, and apply that is logically correct or not, and you should come to the conclusion, okay. Now this would be identifying odd one out, filling the missing part, pattern, or finding the next part of the sequence, okay. All the logical type of questions, this type of questions will be from the inductive reasoning. That is, you will get a set of series, okay. In the series, in the middle of the sequence or in the middle of the series, a number will be missed, okay. You are supposed to find the missing number. So that will be the type of questions which will be coming under the inductive reasoning. Now, inductive reasoning is looking for a pattern or a trend and then generalizing. You will be first observing, then you will be generalizing, and then you will come to the theory, okay. Unlike the deductive reasoning, first the theory will be set and the hypothesis will be built, and then you will be concluding. Here, first you will be observing, and then you will be generalizing, and then you will conclude the theory, okay. That is how the inductive reasoning goes. When you generalize and extrapolate the information that you have received, okay, and you don't know for sure if this trend will continue, but you will assume that it will, okay. You are assuming. In inductive reasoning there is no conclusion, there is only assumption, okay. You therefore don't know for sure the conclusion based on inductive reasoning will be 100%. Now all swans are white, that is the hypothesis, okay, but you cannot always tell swans are only white, okay. So that is how the inductive reasoning moves on, okay. So you should understand that there is a basic difference between the deductive reasoning and inductive reasoning. So whenever you conclude, okay, whenever you have a data and you will be generalizing the data, and then you will be coming to a theory. So always inductive reasoning might not be 100% true, okay. So whenever the data might be changing over time, okay. This trend, okay, sometimes this trend is if you wear a particular type of dress in this season, the trend might be changing for the next season. At that time, if the trend is being marketed, that will not be running in the market, okay. That will be a total failure, because always the inductive reasoning is not always 100% right, but deductive reasoning must be 100% right, and the conclusions should be evolved from the hypothesis. Here the observation and generalization is made and the theory is given. That is inductive reasoning. So thank you for watching the video. In the next video we can analyze the difference between these two reasoning. So thank you for watching the video.